As the title said, I had sexual relationships with males and females for money for an entire year when I was 20 to pay my rent and my thyroid operation. It was not something I enjoyed, but I had no other income except for my part-time job in a shitty restaurant. And didn't have time for another job because I was a student at the time. I graduated 2 months ago, psychology major. EDIT1. Guys, I am trying to answer every single person. Thank you all for the support. I am very overwhelmed. EDIT2. Again, thank you all for the support. I am trying to answer as much as possible. For those who are saying that I am gay, I really don't give a shit. It is just a label. I am happy with whatever I am and I accept it. I've been asked about my country. I am half Colombian, half Italian, living in Milano.
I am actually straight.
Are you bisexual or did you force yourself to have sex with both sexes? Dude, believe me when you need money to survive.
The hairy asshole won't be much of a problem.
No, I had requests to be the bottom, but I just had to decline.
I just think of women, plus I had guys who were into cross-dressing, so it is even easier for me with some lingerie and dude AMA.
I don't mind sharing.
I do not judge you all, and I hope you are kind to yourself.
Objection!
And dude, that shit must have been hard sleeping with a man goading you ever in the receiving end.
How'd you get hard enough to top those sorry thing?
Asking too much lymph out and just intrigued. Thinking just about women would suffice word, but be difficult to say. For example, if it was some huge hairy dude or something.
$300 session 45 min.
Objection!
You do be surprised how many people are willing to not ugly old people.
Decent people with low self-esteem.
You do what you have to do.
If people were willing to pay me for sex, I
We'll do it in a heartbeat.
I am better thanks to psychological support. I am
Healthier and happy now, thank you dude, good luck for you with your life.
And ask if you have any further questions, go ahead then PM me, peace.
Objection!
If he told me this themselves, few of my regular clients accept it to be.
Part of my research is for my studies.
Yes, hello, I do like to sign up for prostitution.
That must have been a lot more in getting shudders thinking about. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and I respect you for that.
Man, hope you are doing great in whatever you are doing right now. $20 is $20.
Beyond imagination, I got a tip of $3,000 for $300 session. Ensure low self-esteem is part of it. You think people also pay sex?
Because it's easier and convenient.
Objection!
Yes, thank you. I was struggling with the thyroid. I had horrible mood swings. My eyes were starting to pop out.
Hyperthyroidism, my sleep cycle was fucked up and I could
Really focus. And I can only imagine that guy's thought process. Fuck it, I don't have the time or energy for this.
call that kid down the road, see if Hess willing to do it.
You did what you could do to survive, then thrive. Good for you. No one has any right to judge your actions.
I don't judge you whatsoever. I've always wanted to ask this question. Was there ever a time you
Enjoyed having sex with one of the people who
paid
$300 per session?
I am not from the US, and I can assure you that all my partners got
tested before, and I get tested every 2 months.
Can I get a yikes for the US healthcare system?
low libido or high libido.
How much did you charge?
He had to sell his body to pay for healthcare.
Objection!
If it happens, I have to go again. It happened few times.
Maybe when you have money you use it to substitute labor, mow the lawn, hire
Someone fix a leak, hire someone, fuck my wife, hire someone.
Why did the later ones resort to paid service convenience?
No judgment here, I was a can star for a while until I found a good job. You gotta do what you gotta do. Personally, I was never comfortable letting anyone touch me, so caning was a good settlement.
Were the attractive ones typically very wealthy? What does LLMHL mean?
You should probably have my Reddit username instead of me.
Guys, I can see, but girls, I mean girls, can just go online and find a million dudes willing to bang for free. Only way I could see a girl willing to pay is if you are insanely attractive.
Thank you, my dear, I am much better, starting my PhD soon. Thank you for the support, much love.
How come even if you were in the mood, or if it was with
Good-looking females? Honestly, this deserves more upvotes. Underrated response.
Thank you, my dear, you made me cry, such a vibrant soul you are. I'm glad you got out. It's not the easiest thing to do. I hope your thyroid is better and you do well in school.
Respect, dear, I hope you are in a better place now. I did thank you.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
Objection!
I had weekly sessions with my therapist during and
Until this moment, I am doing good.
Right, that is 18K an hour, wow. What he said.
this was my next question. I hope it doesn't come off as if I'm being a dick.
I'm generally curious.
The toughest decisions require the strongest wills.
I think they were trying to reference US high medical treatment costs.
Glad it worked out for you, mate.
If only I was attractive enough.
Oh, thank you.
What did you do in the meantime while you had to reset?
Objection!
Thank you for the clarification, I was confused.
$300x 61-minute sessions 1 hour equals $18K.
Just a bad joke.
What state do you live in? Asking because that price is super high up.
They're for Ohio, but could be average for where you are.
Do not do it, dear.
It would be a lot safer and healthier if they just made sex work legal. If done in a controlled environment, there really is no harm now. Deep frills at McDonald's are more dangerous than most dicks.
The username really doesn't check out.
Well, shit, I got student loans to pay.
Yeah, I am surprisingly the worst part of it was just shitty people. Trying to judge me for it. The people you interact with are just lonely and looking for attention, or
Dude, can I cross-post this to our latest edge of capitalism? The people there would really like it.
Objection!
I hated ejaculating. It was a disgusting moment. I never enjoyed any of it.
$20 is $20.
you reached one of your major goals. Actually a few, that's all that matters.
Objection!
Every single time partners always get tested, and I get tested one every 2 months.
Decent people with low self-esteem. If only I was attractive enough. Hey there.
Thank you.
And that's a fact.
How did you get into that, asking for reasons and stuff?
You are amazingly open about this. I am impressed, actually hugely impressed. You did this for your future. Nothing will ever stop you.
Maybe they wanted to be in control. That's probably easier.
Would somebody pay rather than a complete stranger who
Doesn't he really have a stake of your well-being?
indeed it served its purpose? Haven T, you done enough. This is a joke.
Objection!
Indeed, and congratulations, you have fucking made it. Hug.
True, but for women the lack of arousal won't.
Stop sex as long as there's new band. Consent, obviously. If a guy can't get it up, sex can't happen.
Sex work is work. Don't feel ashamed. Where did you get customers directly from Craigslist, or did you use other sites? Sorry to ask, but I saw you said AMA, and it intrigued me. Thank you for sharing.
High level and low level like sex drive, that's just a guess though.
I slept with men to pay for my rent during college as well after I got fired from my waitressing job because my school interfered with my job too much. I know how it feels.
Guys, thank you for the support. I am very tired. I will finish answering tomorrow. Good night. This is not really a modern problem, and especially it is no modern solution.
It looks like prostitution is the only way out to get an
education without dealing with a huge debt. Sadly, I am ugly. I don't think women would pay to have sex with me.
Gotta get a store-bought cheeseburger.
Don't worry, gave me a chuckle. Did you only orgasm to click on the drop dead gorgeous?
People, or did it happen with anyone?
Motherfuckers with guts like that are definitely not off the cheeseburgers. I am surprised for the stamina required for it more than anything, and dude being straight and having to date dudes. Man, you are brave. Kudos, you did no harm, so you have nothing to regret. I do not intend to be in a relationship ever. I think I would too. It would be difficult to muster.
Because I am pretty straight-laced and boring, but I would like for it to be a legal choice.
I don't think I understand. No is not just for denying or saying it doesn't happen. No is also being used for declining an offer. You didn't steal or cheat anyone. Sometimes you do anything or everything to help yourself. God bless you with happiness and success.
If a guy can't get it up, sex can't happen. Well, the guy above already said it must have been hard.
Why do you assume he is American? I am sorry for your lost death for the lack of ability to see. The doctor is an absolute tragedy.
I don't intend to get married. Greater than haha, that cracked me up.
It's food rotting.
Ha 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 ha, fair enough and well spotted. It must be true then.
I wish I had the time for something like this. My
husband's libido colon TB lower. Husband to-do list 1 more on 2 pay cable 3 ball. Game 4 pay kid to plow wife.
Depends on if you were the spouse of one of the clients. They didn't know about it.
Thank you for your response, bro. Stay healthy. Greater than and my thyroid operation, it would be a lot safer and healthier if his government provided healthcare like most civilized nations.
What was the part you hated more and the part you
Let us say enjoyed more, if there was any, if you don't mind me asking?
Objection!
I hope you will be fine.
What country are you from?
I hope you used condoms anyways. No judgment.
What about Viagra?
What do you mean?
I do enjoy the job, so that is probably a big difference. I do more of a girlfriend experience, so basically just have a date night, sex and walk away with $300-500.
Are you more or less, or about as attractive as Dennis Reynolds? Are we talking to a 5-star man here?
Sounds like a budget version of Breaking Bad, and Yuri Rosenberg.
No shame, Bosky. It's not your fault capitalism exists. I am glad you're in a better place.
Curious as to your reasoning for never wanting to be in a relationship.
I heard of a guy who would do it for 2 cheeseburgers. Man else gotta eat. Thank you.
Well, the evidence suggests that sex work is usually done as
the last resort, and makes a good part of those who do it absolutely miserable. Perhaps that's why
It is sad that medical issues like this can bankrupt people.
I am sorry we had to go through this op. This reminds me of our nostalgia-capitalism.
Get it of your chest where you didn't do anything wrong here you did. What you had to there's no shame in that. They used to love when I CrossFit, they used to like.
When I use both my dick and the dildo.
$300 or session I needed 150k do I had to aim as
High as possible.
How much of the 150k would you say you raised from sex alone? Thanks, I was tripping.
Not a bad joke.
I do. If the sex is good, I have about 6 clients.
That pay me for sex and 2 of them get me to orgasm pretty much every time.
Good points, thanks for the reply.
You are welcome, dear, and thank you.
That'll get you a ZJ. No shame in that, only shame is our shitty healthcare system that
Forces people to make decisions like this.
Has not an yes. Same story other than no thyroid, but I have been there. Sometimes you gotta get by.
Sexuality is a spectrum I assume most straight dudes would struggle
to pull this off even with an added 0.
HTTPS or parental motivational speeches or open source equals share odd medium equals use app.